Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 best mystery thriller movies you absolutely need to check out in 2025, streaming on Prime Video and Tubi. If you love a good twist, mind-bending mysteries, and adrenaline-pumping suspense, then you're in for a treat. From gripping crime dramas to psychological thrillers, we've got it all covered. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get started on the must-watch thrillers that will keep you guessing until the very end. Number 10. Limbo. Limbo, 2023. Directed by acclaimed Australian filmmaker Evan Sen, is a quiet yet powerful crime mystery that blends noir atmosphere with deep emotional resonance. Known for his minimalist storytelling and focus on Indigenous Australian themes, Sen delivers a compelling narrative that is both visually striking and socially conscious. The film follows Travis Hurley, a jaded detective played with steely restraint by Simon Baker, who travels to a remote outback town to reopen a decades-old case involving the disappearance of a young Aboriginal woman. As he delves deeper, he uncovers a web of silence, trauma, and institutional neglect, confronting not just a community's pain, but also his own inner demons. The mystery slowly unravels, revealing layers of injustice and personal guilt. Critics have praised Limbo for its atmospheric style and sensitive handling of complex themes. Simon Baker's subdued yet captivating performance anchors the film, allowing viewers to feel the weight of the detective's emotional and moral journey. The film doesn't rely on flashy action or heavy exposition. It lets silence, space, and facial expressions carry the story, giving it an almost meditative pace. At its core, Limbo is a deeply human story about searching for truth in the face of long-standing pain and silence. It is not just a mystery, but a reflection on justice, memory, and reconciliation in Australia. With its poetic visuals, restrained storytelling, and emotional depth, Limbo is a standout entry in contemporary Australian cinema. Number 9. Enemy. Enemy, directed by Denis Villeneuve, is a mind-bending psychological thriller that delves into themes of identity, duality, and the subconscious. Loosely adapted from José Saramago's novel The Double, the film stands as one of Villeneuve's most enigmatic works, praised for its eerie atmosphere and cerebral storytelling. The story follows Adam Bell, a quiet and disheveled history professor who lives a monotonous life. One day, he watches a movie and notices an actor who looks exactly like him. Obsessed with finding this doppelganger, he discovers Anthony Clare, an ambitious and confident actor with a very different lifestyle. As their lives begin to intertwine, the line between reality and illusion blurs, leading to a shocking and unforgettable conclusion. Critics have praised Enemy for its ambition and subtle psychological tension. Jake Gyllenhaal delivers a mesmerizing dual performance, portraying two distinct characters with nuance and depth. His portrayal of internal conflict, paranoia, and identity crisis gives the film its emotional core. Villeneuve's restrained direction allows the tension to simmer, creating a slow-burn experience that rewards attentive viewers. Ultimately, Enemy is not a conventional thriller. It's a symbolic and psychological journey that invites interpretation and reflection. With its cryptic storytelling, arresting visuals, and a chilling final scene that has become iconic, Enemy cements itself as a standout in modern psychological cinema and a testament to Denis Villeneuve's visionary direction. Number 8. Lizzy. Lizzy, directed by Craig William McNeil, is a haunting and atmospheric psychological thriller that reimagines the infamous story of Lizzy Borden with fresh insight and emotional depth. Centered on the 1892 double-axe murder of Andrew and Abby Borden, the film offers a bold, feminist reinterpretation of the events leading up to the crime. The story follows Lizzy Borden, Chloe Sevigny, an intelligent but emotionally repressed woman living under the tight control of her domineering father. Her world begins to shift when Bridget Sullivan, Kristen Stewart, a quiet and vulnerable maid, comes to work in the Borden household. As the two women form an intense bond, tensions in the house escalate. culminating in one of the most notorious crimes in American history. Critics have praised Lizzy for its deliberate pacing and powerful performances. Chloe Sevigny brings a simmering intensity to the title role, capturing Lizzy's inner turmoil and quiet defiance. Kristen Stewart is equally compelling as Bridget, portraying vulnerability and strength with quiet precision. Their chemistry is the emotional core of the film, lending a tragic, human dimension to the chilling, true story. Lizzy is more than a retelling of a famous crime. It's a character-driven study of two women trapped by circumstance and societal expectations. With its eerie atmosphere, nuanced storytelling, and strong central performances, the film provides a fresh, thought-provoking take on the legend. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest stories are the ones rooted in reality. Number 7. The Whole Truth. The Whole Truth, directed by Courtney Hunt, is a gripping courtroom thriller that delivers suspense, emotional depth, and a clever narrative structure. With a sharp script and a cast led by Keanu Reeves, the film keeps viewers engaged as it slowly unravels the mystery behind a seemingly open-and-shut murder case. It's a taut legal drama that explores hidden motives, family secrets, and the elusive nature of truth. The story centers on defense attorney Richard Ramsey, Keanu Reeves, who is tasked with defending a teenage boy, Mike Lassiter, Gabriel Basso, accused of murdering his wealthy father. Though Mike refuses to speak in his own defense, Ramsey is determined to uncover the full story, even if it means confronting painful truths and shaking the foundations of the family's reputation. As the trial unfolds, shocking revelations emerge, shifting the narrative in unexpected ways. Critics have praised The Whole Truth for its tight pacing and layered storytelling. Keanu Reeves delivers a solid and restrained performance as the morally conflicted lawyer, while Renee Zellweger adds emotional complexity as Mike's troubled mother. The courtroom scenes are tense and well executed, with the film steadily building suspense without resorting to flashy theatrics. In the end, The Whole Truth is a satisfying legal thriller that emphasizes character, emotion, and moral ambiguity over action. It's a thought-provoking film that examines how appearances can be deceiving and how justice is often far more complicated than it seems. For fans of courtroom dramas with psychological twists, this film delivers a compelling and suspenseful experience. Number 6. Back Roads. Back Roads, 2018, directed by and starring Alex Pettyfer, is a raw and emotionally powerful drama thriller that explores the heavy burden of trauma, family dysfunction, and survival. Based on the novel by Tawny O'Dell, the film marks an impressive directorial debut for Pettyfer, who balances intense emotional storytelling with a strong sense of atmosphere. It's a dark, character-driven film that lingers with viewers long after it ends. The story follows Harley Altmaier, Pettyfer, a young man forced to care for his 3 younger sisters after their mother is sent to prison for killing their abusive father. Living in a decaying rural Pennsylvania town, Harley struggles with poverty, repressed emotions, and the weight of responsibilities far beyond his years. As he begins an affair with a married woman, Jennifer Morrison, buried family secrets start to unravel, pushing him toward a dangerous breaking point. Critics have praised Back Roads for its compelling performances and unflinching exploration of emotional trauma. Alex Pettyfer delivers a haunting and restrained performance as Harley, capturing the pain, confusion, and desperation of a young man on the edge. The supporting cast, including Nicola Peltz, June Carroll, and Juliette Lewis, adds depth to the story, making each character feel authentic and heartbreakingly real. Back Roads is a gripping and deeply human story about confronting the past and breaking cycles of pain. It's not an easy watch, but it's a rewarding one, filled with raw honesty and emotional complexity. With strong performances and a confident directorial voice, Back Roads is a standout indie thriller that marks Alex Pettyfer as a filmmaker to watch. Number 5. Dark Places. Dark Places, directed by Jill Paquet-Brenner, is a dark, atmospheric mystery thriller based on the best-selling novel by Gillian Flynn. Known for her complex narratives and twisted characters, Flynn delivers another gripping story of crime, trauma, and long-buried secrets. The film captures the haunting tone of the book, blending psychological suspense with a layered, character-driven plot. The story follows Libby Day, Charlize Theron, the sole survivor of a brutal family massacre that occurred when she was just a child. Her testimony put her older brother Ben in prison for the murders. Decades later, a mysterious group obsessed with solving cold cases contacts Libby, convinced that Ben may be innocent. As she reluctantly reopens her past, Libby begins to question everything she thought. Critics have praised Dark Places for its moody cinematography, chilling atmosphere, and strong performances. Charlize Theron anchors the film with a brooding, emotionally complex portrayal of Libby, a woman hardened by trauma, yet desperate for truth. The supporting cast, including Nicholas Hoult, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Corey Stoll, adds depth and tension to the unfolding mystery. Ultimately, Dark Places is a compelling and emotionally resonant thriller that explores the lasting effects of violence and the complexities of memory and guilt. With its gripping story, sharp direction, and strong performances, the film delivers a tense and satisfying mystery that fans of Gillian Flynn and psychological thrillers will truly appreciate. Number 4. The Lie. The Lie, directed by Veena Sud, is a tense and emotionally charged psychological thriller that explores how far parents will go to protect their child. A remake of the German film Wir Monster, this chilling drama dives into the moral gray areas of guilt, deceit, and the destructive power of secrets. The story follows Jay and Rebecca, played by Peter Sarsgaard and Mireille Enos, divorced parents who are forced to reunite when their teenage daughter Kayla, Joey King, confesses to a shocking act. Believing she has accidentally killed her best friend, they make a fateful decision to cover up the crime. As their lies spiral out of control, the consequences become increasingly dire, testing the limits of their morality and their love for their daughter. Critics have praised The Lie for its suspenseful storytelling and strong performances. Joey King delivers a haunting and layered portrayal of Kayla, balancing vulnerability with an eerie sense of mystery. Sarsgaard and Enos are equally compelling, capturing the desperation and fear of parents caught in a nightmare of their own making. The dynamic between the three leads gives the film emotional weight and intensity. The Lie is a disturbing look at the consequences of dishonesty and the terrifying unpredictability of human behavior. It's a psychological thriller that favors character and atmosphere over action, delivering a morally complex and thought-provoking narrative. With its strong performances and unsettling twists, The Lie is a gripping tale that explores just how far people will go to protect the ones they love. Number 3. The Girl on the Train. The Girl on the Train, directed by Tate Taylor, is a suspenseful and emotionally charged mystery thriller based on the best-selling novel by Paula Hawkins. With a gripping narrative, strong central performance, and dark psychological undercurrents, the film pulls viewers into a complex story of obsession, memory, and buried secrets. It's a slow-burning tale that keeps audiences guessing until the very end. The story follows Rachel Watson, Emily Blunt, a troubled woman who commutes by train every day and becomes fixated on a seemingly perfect couple she observes from her window. When the woman goes missing, Rachel finds herself entangled in the investigation, despite her fragile mental state and struggles with alcoholism. As she pieces together fragments of memory, a chilling truth begins to surface, revealing unexpected connections and hidden motives. Critics have praised Emily Blunt for her powerful and emotionally raw performance as Rachel. She captures the pain, confusion, and vulnerability of a woman unraveling while desperately seeking the truth. The supporting cast, including Rebecca Ferguson, Haley Bennett, and Justin Theroux, adds tension and depth to the web of suspicion and deceit that drives the story forward. Ultimately, The Girl on the Train is a compelling psychological thriller that explores trauma, perception, and the danger of assumptions. With its emotionally driven narrative, suspenseful plot, and standout performance from Emily Blunt, the film delivers a dark and satisfying mystery that resonates long after the credits roll. Number 2. Solace. Solace, directed by Afonso Puert, is a chilling psychological thriller that keeps audiences on edge with its clever twists, strong performances, and dark subject matter. With a compelling premise and an intriguing cat-and-mouse game between two highly skilled minds, the film draws comparisons to classics like The Silence of the Lambs, though it carves out its own unique narrative territory. The story follows John Clancy, Anthony Hopkins, a retired doctor with psychic abilities, who is called back into service by FBI Special Agent Catherine Cowles, Abby Cornish. Together, they are tasked with tracking down a serial killer, Colin Farrell, who also possesses psychic abilities and is leaving behind cryptic clues at his crime scenes. As the hunt intensifies, John's psychic skills and moral compass are tested in ways that force him to confront his own past and the true cost of his abilities. Critics have praised Solace for its strong performances and tense atmosphere. Anthony Hopkins delivers a captivating portrayal of Clancy, mixing vulnerability and sharp intellect, while Colin Farrell plays the cold and calculating killer with chilling precision. The chemistry between the leads adds emotional depth, grounding the supernatural aspects of the story in human conflict. Solace is a gripping, atmospheric thriller that blends elements of psychological horror with crime-solving drama. With its unique premise, stellar performances, and well-crafted suspense, the film delivers a satisfying cinematic experience for fans of intelligent thrillers. It's a story that keeps you guessing until the very end, proving that even in the darkest moments, solace can be found, if only for a fleeting second. Number 1. The Game. The Game, directed by David Fincher, is a mind-bending psychological thriller that plays with themes of control, paranoia, and the fine line between reality and illusion. Known for his mastery of tension and psychological complexity, Fincher delivers a gripping narrative that constantly keeps the audience on edge. With sharp writing and a stellar performance from Michael Douglas, The Game is a captivating journey into the unknown. The story follows Nicholas Van Orton, Michael Douglas, a wealthy and solitary businessman whose life is turned upside down when his estranged brother, Sean Penn, gives him an unconventional birthday gift: participation in a real-life game. As Nicholas becomes increasingly drawn into the game, he begins to lose control over his own reality, questioning the boundaries between what's part of the game and what's truly happening. As the stakes grow higher, Nicholas is pushed to his psychological limits, leading to shocking revelations. Critics have praised The Game for its intricate plotting and relentless suspense. Michael Douglas delivers an outstanding performance as Nicholas, perfectly capturing his transformation from a controlled, cynical man to someone at the mercy of forces beyond his comprehension. Sean Penn also makes a memorable appearance, adding to the emotional complexity of the film. The film's pace is deliberate yet relentless, keeping the tension high as each twist leads to new uncertainties. The Game is a brilliant psychological thriller that keeps audiences guessing from start to finish. With its mind-bending plot, unforgettable performances, and expert direction, it's a film that leaves a lasting impact. The Game is a masterclass in suspense, reminding us that sometimes the most dangerous games are the ones we play with our own minds. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.